Our Savior conquered death. He shook off the grave and hell itself. He rose in tremendous power and glory, and he still had the marks of his suffering. Why? That question has been sitting with me all morning, and the answer, I believe, goes far deeper than Thomas's doubt. Let's think about this together, friend, because I know that we all love that perfect victory story. You know that story like Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego thrown into a furnace so hot it killed the men who threw them in, and yet they walked out without a single burn, not even the smell of smoke on their clothes. Wow, what a victory. What a story. Our Jesus, that same God, had the power to rise the same way, completely unmarked, no evidence of the nails, with no sign of the spear. He could have stepped out of that tomb without a single trace of what he went through, but he chose not to. I know we all prefer the perfect victory story, and because of that, I have listened to so many Christians give their testimonies almost apologetically, like their story isn't quite good enough, like they need to explain why theirs didn't go as clean. You know, God delivered me, but I had to go through a lot. I went through a lot. I still even carry some of it. Some are even tempted to edit the details of the story to make it better. We are embarrassed by the scars. Some even keep quiet, almost whisper the victory because it didn't look like that of Daniel using lions for a pillow. But beloved, a scar is not a sign that God wasn't there. A scar is proof that what came against you did not finish you. So let me first tell you a story that I read many years and has never left me. On a hot summer day in Florida, a little boy decided to go for a swim in the swimming hole behind his house. His mother, busy inside, didn't notice him leaving. The boy ran and dove into the water. Unfortunately, an alligator was waiting, and it began to swim toward the boy. The mother, looking out of the window, saw the approaching danger and ran toward the water, screaming for her son. Hearing her voice, the boy realized the danger and began to swim back to the dock. It was almost too late. Just as the boy approached the dock, the alligator caught onto his legs, and the mother also caught onto his arms. What followed was an incredible, desperate tug of war. The mother's love was too intense to let go. Luckily, a farmer nearby heard the screams and rushed to the water's edge, shooting the alligator and saving the boy. After weeks in the hospital, the little boy survived, though his legs were severely scarred by the attack. A newspaper reporter interviewing the boy after recovery asked to see his scars. The little boy lifted his pants up, showing the deep scars on his legs. Then, with great joy, he rolled up his sleeves and he said, "Look, I also have scars on my arms. These are the scars of love, because my mother couldn't let go. These are the scars of my mama's love." Beloved, Jesus rose with scars, not in spite of his victory, but as the very evidence of it. Those nail prints in his hand, they had a message. They say, "It cost me something. I held on anyway. I held on to you. This is how much I love you." Perfect victory does not always mean rising without a mark. Sometimes it means rising despite the marks. Rising with them as proof that we survived. So, if you have been sitting on your testimony because it feels too messy, too complicated, too scarred, I need to let you know. Your victory doesn't become less real because it came with a fight. It does not become less valid because you still carry the marks of that fight. The Hebrew boys walked out without the smell of smoke, and that is a powerful miracle. But so is walking out through the fire, breathless and still standing. Both are God. Both are worthy of testimony. You may be rising today with wounds still visible, standing but with the evidence of the battle all over you. Those marks are not proof that you lost, my friend. They are proof that you won, that someone loved you enough to hold on, that the grave did not get the final say. So, in your academics, in your marriage, in your mental health, in your faith that has been shaken and stretched, in your body that has been through illness, in your family that has been through brokenness, you may be rising with the scars, but you are rising. I pray that one day, like that little boy, you will rise up and say, with deep, unshakable pride and gratitude, "I have these because he would not let go of me." That is the gospel. So, he is risen, scars and all. And so are you, beloved. Happy Easter.